Greeting from Singapore. This is Dr. Deepak Vaikar, sharing with you my thoughts and views on ideation funneling using problem and project-based learning with design thinking or intellectual property rights. These are my contact details, WhatsApp number and email. Those who want to connect with me later on, you can contact me. Before I start, I would like to take the blessing of Goddess Saraswati. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kam Rupini Vidyarambham Karishami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Suda. I'm invoking the blessing of Goddess Saraswati to make this presentation successful. Agenda for today's presentation is after a brief introduction, I will share with you pre-IFDP survey results. Then briefly we go on what is design thinking for those who are not familiar with it. Then how we can use ideation funneling for IPR. And finally, we have summary and conclusion. Have you attended a faculty development program on problem and project-based learning with design thinking conducted by myself and Saroj Choikar in February at the Gehu campus, Bhimtal? Okay, let me take you now to one of the wonderful lands of problem and project-based learning with design thinking, where IPRs are legally recognized and enforced. Board your flight, okay, e-tickets is given to you by the organizer, and our captain, who is going to take us today, is ready. And as we are flying with the speed of mind, in a fraction of a second, we have arrived at one of the smart, eco-friendly airport, where there is a green transportation inside it. Robot transfer is available for those who are carrying hand luggage. Your passport is scanned and you are ready to arrive, okay? Your luggage is sanitized and there is, you can see, my representative is there to receive you and will take you to this wonderful dreamland of P2BL with DT for IPR education. Welcome now, okay? My first question to all of you is, how many of you feel that you have been dwelling on interesting project ideas, but, okay? Now, those who are online, you can put in chat box. I'm sure, okay? As you keep on developing interesting, creative, innovative, and enterprising ideas, question arises, how are we or you going to protect our ideas, okay? Copyright or copyleft, okay, it doesn't matter, it's just for one is copyright. And will you be kind enough to protect me also, as we are going to share with you some interesting thoughts and views, okay? Usually we do not allow photography of slides, recording of presentation, copying of PowerPoint slides without explicit permission from the presenter. And I would like you to do the same thing, you being faculty members, researchers, management people, do that also whenever you give presentation. Ask if they want it, ask them to request permission, okay? And all of you know that we have conducted a pre-IFDP survey, and I'm going to share with you some of the results, summary of the results, okay? First thing, thank you very much. Almost 70 participants shared their thoughts and views. And this is the distribution of participants by experience, okay? Majority, 35.7%, 1 to 5 years, followed by 6 to 10 years, 20%, and there is a time between 11 to 15 and 16 to 20 years. I'm happy these well-experienced people are attending this one. And another question we asked was reasons for interest in this IFDP, okay? Glad to know that almost 61 plus 4 plus 10, 71.4% feel that learn or refresh knowledge. Yes, 11.4 advised by colleagues, followed by around 6 to 7% advised by management. I'm also happy to note that 8.6% are coming here for personal interests. Now, the question we asked was that how committed we are. Okay, we are as we attain any FDP. Okay, and it shows that almost 55.7% agree they are quite committed. 12.9% very committed, and there are certain who feel neutral. Okay, maybe thinking about it. And there are a few okay who disagree also. Okay. So our goal will be, let us see now how we can utilize it. And how is it chose? Okay, our director is coming from the army background. So I'm happy to see almost average 8 out of 10 feel there is a scope for enjoying this learning process. Then we ask the question about awareness about the IPR, intellectual property rights concept. Glad to know 93% are fully aware about it. Maybe a small percentage remaining divided between maybe and very few no. Okay. For those who are no, I think we will also help in that. And according to those who participated in survey, 54.3% agree that the IPR has a critical role in protecting ideas, innovations, and eventually inventions. 28.6% strongly agree about it, and roughly 10% are neutral. IPR are legal rights that protect a creator's intangible asset, such as inventions, literary and artistic works, and symbols, names, and design. Okay. Again, 54.3% agree and 25.7% strongly agree. 14.3% are neutral. So these are the views expressed by the faculty members. And this is just for knowing awareness about it. IPR includes categories like patents, copyrights, trademarks, industrial design. Okay, 51.4% agree, 32.9% strongly agree, not agree, okay, agree, and 12.9% still neutral. Okay. And as I mentioned to you, those who would like to know about it, they can go through this video. It's a short video. Let us see. Okay.
Hey folks, let's dive into the fascinating world of intellectual property rights, or IPR. In India, IPR safeguards the creations of the mind. There are three key aspects: patents, trademarks, and copyrights. First up, patents. They protect inventions and grant exclusive rights to inventors for a limited period, encouraging innovation. Next, trademarks. These safeguard unique symbols, names, or designs associated with products or services, preventing confusion in the market. And finally, copyrights. They protect original literary, artistic, or musical creations, ensuring creators get credit and control over their work. IPR is vital for fostering creativity, innovation, and economic growth. It's a tool that empowers creators and protects their hard work. So whether you're an inventor, a brand owner, or a creator, understanding and respecting IPR is key to a thriving creative ecosystem. Hey folks, let's dive into the fascinating world of intellectual property rights, or IPR. In India, IPR...
Okay, so after sharing that, let me go back to my slides again. Oh, but it looks like I lost... Okay, so we continue. As I discussed with those who attended the problem and project-based workshop, problem-based learning consists of you have a problem related to your course or topic you are teaching, then ideas you generate, get the knowledge about it, then you learn about the process and take actions. On the other hand, project-based learning, we call PPjBL, is also interactive dynamic process, which places the learner at the heart of the inquiry process, but they are connected to the real-world problems and challenges, and that makes this project-based learning interesting one. जस्ट दिस जरा सा जूम लो रे, हारे बाबा हाँ, गूगल पे ढूंढ लो रे, हारे बाबा हाँ, ये चले खोजने नया, जियो इन्हें कुछ तो बताए कि just fun sharing with you what is your feeling about the term design thinking. Okay, you can put in chat box, and later on we'll take your views. Okay, yes, we have taken your view again. Many of you said that you have been using almost 32.9% feel they are using design thinking in some way, or the other small percentage strongly agree, but many of them are neutral or disagree. Majority neutral or disagree. On the other hand, we just asked what is the view on the design thinking. Majority 24.3% feel that it is user-centric design, followed by 15.7%, it is expertise-centric design, okay, and 70.1% the design that thinks, and there's a time between process design and technology that designs, okay. So this is a diverse view, design thinking. Now, main reasons, driver for using problem and project-based learning and design thinking in projects and research. Majority 67.1% fail because you have experience in supervising student projects, followed by 10% is as required by one college intellectuals, and 8.6 as required by the government affiliated universities. Okay, so this is again a differing view. So let me just review. This graphic is designed using Copilot with the prompt generated by Deepak Vaikar. Design thinking, empathize, understand users' needs and experiences through research. All of us as the faculty members carry out that, and then define framework problem clearly based on insights. Once you either we do literature survey for our papers, research papers, or get some information from publications. Then we start generating wide range of ideas and solution. That is ideate one. This is where we are going to focus today. And after that, once you have got selected idea, then you build a simple models to explore the ideas, prototyping, they say, then test, validate solutions with the real users and gather feedback. So this is the design thinking process, okay? And obviously, as I mentioned, we're going to focus on ideate. So ideate generate a wide range of creative ideas and solutions, okay? Now to do that one, obviously, I would like to take your view on the what is your feeling about the term innovations. Okay, innovations, some of you may be knowing it. You can put in chat box. Later on, we'll take those views. Okay, you must have heard this one very often. Pyala bhara hai aadha ya aadha hai khali. Is glass half full or is it half empty? The debate between optimism and pessimism. And interestingly, whether you are optimist or pessimist, you can still generate ideas. Okay. Example, okay, innovation. I'm saying, guys, I taken the two lines which are widely available, known, and then I thought about it and added three lines. Okay. So प्याला भरा है आधा या आधा है वो खाली, काम पर निर्भर है, निकलेगा दिवाला या मनाओगे दिवाली. Is the glass half full or is it half empty? It depends on action, whether to face bankruptcy or enjoy prosperity. So, like as I mentioned to you, yes, it depends both optimism versus pessimism. We can use both to generate ideas. Okay, ideation. Remember that. Okay. So this funnel, ideation funnel consists of potential solution problem we are facing, problem defined. Okay. So what are the potential solution? And then once you got potential solutions, then selection criteria, and finally your decision matrix. So this is the funnel we are proposing. Okay, this is the funnel we are proposing, which can be used for ideation. Remember, when we focus on potential solution, uh, we call it brainstorming of ideas. Here, these are some of the rules proposed by some experts. So I'm just sharing with you. Defer judgment. This ideation part. You just want to get as many as ideas. So defer judgment, encourage wild ideas. Okay, related, not related, doesn't matter. Build on ideas of others. Somebody has suggested something. You can say you can add something. Stay focused on topic. Ideas should be related to the topic or problem we are facing. And then when in a group, we have one conversation at a time. Be visual, as you can see me. I am putting some pictures. So a good idea to put pictures that generate some ideas for others or fire some neurons in others' mind. Okay, others' brain. Go for quantity. In a initial stage, we want as many as ideas as possible. Okay, as many as. Go for quantity. Okay. Once you have done this one, once you've got a number of ideas, then comes the process of selection criteria. So we have got ideas. Now we need to define selection criteria. And there are various ways, okay? Some of us would say, okay, think about from this or hand, do something about it. That is where we are talking about. Okay. So on x-axis, you have problem and project-based learning. On y-axis, design thinking. Obviously, all of us, if you are learner one, we are in the green zone. But if you are using too much of problem project-based learning idea there, we'll go into orange quadrant. And if you're applying only design thinking, then higher and higher, then we are going into blue zone. But what we want is use this combination of those so that we go into this purple zone. The purple zone where we get more and more ideas, head and hand. Okay. So ideation process again is a funnel. We want divergent thinking ideas, divergent idea, again generated by Copilot based on the prompt. And convergent thinking for selection, divergent for many ideas, convergent for the selection. Obviously, funnel, double funnel is there, and they are calling it synergent thinking. Okay. Selection criteria, under selection criteria, there are various ways we can think about, and some of them I just put it again: desirability, feasibility, viability, alignment with goals. This will go almost with most of the ideas. Okay, this is what you want to do it. Is it desirable, feasible, viable, and aligned? Okay. And then we can give weightages, okay, weightages depending on the requirement. Say desirability. I just put some numbers for discussion stage. Desirability 30%, feasibility 25%, viability 25%, and alignment with goals 20%. Once this is there, then obviously we have to create what is known as decision, okay, funnel, decision matrix. Next stage, decision matrix. So, okay, we have got potential solutions, ideas, selection process there. Now, decision matrix. We have done the criteria, decision matrix. So, we put all various ideas. I'm just for simplicity putting idea A, B, C, and each of them put some weightages. So, desirability, feasibility, viability, alignment, and total score. Suppose this we can do in a group work or individually also. Give some points based on experience, observation, or some facts and figures. Suppose we gave this one, and based on this, then total score comes for A 7.45, B 7.45, and C 7.85. Okay, based on the weighted average. Now it means, now in this case there is a clear cut. There is one which is higher. There are two which are almost similar, A and B. Total score is same, but only thing some parts are differing. So in this case, then if there is a variable difference, you can accept idea C and then work on it. Okay. But many times when there is a tie, there is always a tie. If there is a tie, then your head and heart, grid, can help you. Okay, because then you have to, again, if it's only head and heart, low one, you are in green one, too much of heart, okay, they'll say then your red zone, blue, lot of thinking only, analysis, and finally what we want is use a combination, go into purple one. Again, this is another suggestion for generating ideas. So what does it mean now? Summary and conclusions. Uh, Ideation funneling. We are going to use head, heart, and hand, okay? Head, heart, and hand. Combination of that to create ideas for IPR. What does that mean? Okay, yes, in this funnel, we have got problem-based learning, design thinking, applying to project-based learning. I'm just giving symbolic design thinking and problem-based learning, something, okay, that has been there. We want to solve that one. Hard and problem-based learning, ideas for APR. So what is your action now? Okay, are you going to are you going to use this one, or you can have any other tools and techniques? But this is what I have suggested to you. So we ask you a question. Okay, which of the following could be most useful for using problem-based learning with design thinking for funneling ideas for IPR? So we can have form a group, discuss, come with that literature survey, look at the what is happening in the various catalogs, journals, and outside. And nowadays, yes, you mentioned here artificial intelligence. 47.1 say artificial intelligence can be used for generating ideas, followed by 21.4 is analytics. Okay. And 15.7 is data science. Obviously, yes, I think artificial intelligence, data science, analytics can give us a very good foundation, followed by automation. You can do it, agents. So based on this one, I ask this question now, is there a scope for using problem and project-based learning with design thinking for funneling ideation or IPR? 57.1% agree, 14.3% strongly agree, but 25.7 are still neutral. Okay, still neutral. It is perspective. And for them, I hope this presentation could have been useful. So this is what the vision we are promoting. Ideation funneling using PPjBL with DT for IPR. Okay. I look forward for your participation. This is Triveni Sangam Vicharan Roshanda. समस्या दिल अभिकल्पना सोच दिमाग प्रकल्प हाँ बौद्धिक संपदा अधिकार. Okay, this is what funneling of ideas to create for intellectual property rights. This is what I have this one. After this, with this one, I would like to now take you back to your own places after virtually visiting one of the wonderful lands of problem and project-based learning with design thinking, where IPR are legally recognized and enforced. Take your flights and board your flights, and now you are back to your own places. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to share with you. Now you have gone through this one. Now this is the post IFTP survey. Please scan this one. We will put this into WhatsApp group. I think organizer will put this into WhatsApp group. Please scan it and give your views. It's pause for a few seconds for you to scan, and you can do it while you're going back home or later on also. Okay. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to share with you ideation funneling using problem and project-based learning with design thinking for intellectual property rights. Well, I tried to translate in Hindi. You can tell me विचारण रोशनदान समस्या एवं प्रकल्प और आधारित अध्ययन अभिकल्पना सोच के साथ बौद्धिक संपदा अधिकार के लिए. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward for interacting with you